press 10 times won't make it true. But some reporters won't invest the time to think stuff through. They've got a deadline and their paychecks linked to how they're viewed. We'll draw the crowds to check them out no matter what they do. Just fall in line, don't ask those questions they will just ignore. A superficial answer you might get will be so poor. It sounds familiar, then you realize 'twas said before. If you persist in asking that, you'll just get shown the door. This really is no different than it's ever been before. When Gutenberg designed the printing press, it just ensured that news would travel faster, but not always be too pure. In fact, the crap that passed for facts would just remain manure. Just fall in line, don't ask those questions they will just ignore. A superficial answer you might get will be so poor. It sounds familiar, then you realize 'twas said before. If you persist in asking that, you'll just get shown the door. The gist of what I'm trying to say is not really all that deep. It's easy to make up the news, some journalists come cheap. If truth be told, they'd be quite lost to effort that was steep. So filter what you read and don't become a mindless sheep. Bad news, bad, that's what we're being fed. Discover something rotten and they'll take you to the shed. Be careful what you do and say, just keep things in your head. Or you might land in prison, even worse, just wind up dead. Bad news, bad, they want us to be sheepish. Bad, bad news, their funding is elitist. Bad news, bad, they look to make us sheepish. Bad, bad news, their funding is elitist. Bad, bad news, they think that they can cheat us. Bad news, bad, their evil plans won't beat us.
Napoleon, do you get the feeling that we're living on an animal farm?